Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to our Friday event shop update video, which is going to apparently include so many more things right now. We're going to be talking about the Crackshot Hit the Road Part 2, returning, Surround Pound, Dennis Jr., changes to the game, and also some information that we have of when Venture Season 1 is going to end, which it's kind of crazy to say that. Ventures Season 1. Very, very interesting. But first, let me just say thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you much for being here. Thank you much for supporting all of you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for using my creator code right here, DUJ2. It's right there. There it is. DUJ2 right there. If you're buying something in the BR shop, or if you're buying some llamas with V-Bucks, it helps me out very much if you use it. Thank you very much. Hashtag Epic Partner. And thank you to all the members. Everyone coming to the streams, you guys are fantastic. Don't forget, if you're watching this video before Sunday, August 9th, make sure to come to the stream. It will be Pigmas. It will be fun. It's going to be amazing. So let's start talking, guys, about this. Now, I want to start here. Because, well, yeah, let's start here. So apparently, I've already commented a little bit about this, and I've talked about a little bit about this in previous videos. It seems like now our new update day is going to be Friday. Now, for a long time we had updates Mondays, Tuesdays, and then it was like a Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then it turned into a Wednesday thing. It turned into Wednesday was our weekly shop reset. It was when new things dropped. We had new heroes, we had new llamas, we had everything new on Wednesday. And now, ever since season 12, version 12, when we had pretty much nothing, and we moved away from the weekly update of introducing new items, new heroes, and new weapons on Wednesdays in the weekly shop, we have now moved to this new sort of Friday update schedule. All of version 13 has been hit the road. Every single Friday we get a new hit the road, as well as every single Friday we've been getting new changes to the shop. And what do we have this week? Well, we've got two things that have been very, very anticipated and very wanted for a very long time, and that is going to be Dennis Jr. and the Surround Pound. Now, both of these weapons right now, I'm going to tell you guys, both these items, the Surround Pound, if you only have enough to get one, I would recommend you get the Surround Pound for now. The Surround Pound is quite effective. It is a beautiful look at this thing. I gotta say, that's just the attention to detail in these things is just, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely incredible. The only thing that this one is missing is for these things to be moving, but it's amazing. It's amazing. And also there are certain setups you can use. Actually, I'm going to be talking with Titan because he has a setup that he uses a lot. Personally, for me, I'm not someone who really enjoys the constant heavy attack setups, both were schematics and hero loadouts. That's not really my specific game style that I like. The thing that I like the most about in this sense is going to be like Pele Luna with the Masamune and those weapons. I really do like that kind of setup. I don't know if the Surround Pound can be placed with a actually, I don't know if you can use this with a life leech, but if you can, that'd be very interesting. As you guys can see also with one of the new updates, you can see that I have one owned, so I owned one of these. Again, highly recommend you try it out. I highly recommend you get them. In this video, I'm not going to be making a video about it. I will be talking with Titan and asking his help on his setup. I might actually just make a video of his setup and show it in action. I'm kind of thinking of starting to do that again. For a lot of you guys that know, I used to do that way back whenever we would get a new, like years ago now, whenever we'd get a new item or a new weapon in Save the World or a new hero, I would make a showcase, just of that weapon and take a look at it, look at the best setup and everything. Nowadays, I really don't like to do that because there's so many different, and I also don't like to put like, period and end on a item or on a hero loadout because things change a lot as the game progresses. As the game progresses, it could be that they nerf this weapon, it could be they change it, or it could be that we get a different hero that is going to make it extremely different. Don't forget, this is hardware, so there's always new heroes coming out, and that is also the case with Dennis Jr. Dennis Jr., man. I don't know how to, man, he's got He's got some style, doesn't he? All right, so we know the story of Dennis Jr. Dennis Jr. is really, really interesting. He turned out to be a constructor with two ninja parents. So you got to wonder what happened there. So two ninja parents, he is a constructor. He is a mythic, which means that he's also going to unlock a team perk, which we're going to take a look at that in a second. He has Shredder and Shredder Plus. Axe eliminations have a 30% chance to grant Rockin' Riff, increasing damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%, decaying over 8 seconds. On paper, this guy sounds amazing, doesn't he? He sounds incredible. 37% chance to grant Rocking Riff, and also he unlocks Totally Rocking Out, which we're going to take a look at, which makes that so much better. Increasing damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%. So you think if you could get an axe, that would have decent, like basically high crit axe with a decent amount of life leech, then you could make a weapon, you could make a setup here that would just be absolutely incredible. The Wicked Wind is the only weapon that came the closest to me for this. The Vendor Tech Sever. What other one did I try out? I forget which other one I tried. Oh yeah, the Husk Grinder. I really thought the Husk Grinder was going to be it. Apparently it wasn't. What is this? The Axle actually had some potential as well. So there were several axes out there that kind of had some potential to make this weapon the Hack Axe 2. I tried several of them, and unfortunately, oh yeah, this one too, isn't it? Yeah, the Clax is also an axe. Maybe that one. But you would need a weapon that would give you maybe, ideally, imagine if you had a weapon that had like triple crit and a single life leech. Think about that. Or I would say maybe double crit, attack speed, and life leech. That if you could make that and it was a seriously high powered weapon, like sort of like a Masamune but in axe form, then if you were to combine it with this right here, which we're going to look at, which is going to be Totally Rocking Out right there. Oops, I messed up. This is supposed to be, let me put it back. Let me put black from fast back before I forget. So Totally Rocking Out right here. Rocking Riff also increases crit rating by 160%. Remember why I said double crit damage? So if you have an axe with double crit damage, this is going to, once you trigger it, it's going to give you that over 100% crit rating, which means you're going to hit crits every single time, and heals 73.75 base health. So ideally, on paper, Dennis Jr. has massive potential. I've tried him with several different axes. I'm still waiting for the perfect axe that will make him absolutely incredible. But regardless of that, he is a mythic hero and he will unlock Totally Rocking Out. And there are some people who really enjoy using Totally Rocking Out. For me personally, it's not my favorite setup, or my favorite team perk. You guys know I prefer Blast from the Past, or I prefer Happy Holidays. Those are the two that I'm like, it's amazing. Now, having said that, currently this is the only way that you can get with gold, or I guess with gold or tickets, you can get the Cropper Surround Pound and Dennis Jr. Yes, if you are going to use your, let's say for example, let's go to the not Steel Wool, Rat Heroes. If you go over to the Rat Heroes, you can take a look at Dennis Jr. and you can recruit him with a hero recruitment voucher if you have an extra one to use. Or let's say if you're going to go over into the event schematics and you're going to take up the boombox weapons, you're going to get yourself the Surround Pound right here. So I guess you can research it with a weapon voucher, but those are very rare. The weapon vouchers even more rare than the hero vouchers. So I would recommend, if you have the time right now, to definitely take the time to grind out the gold so you can get these two weapons. Now, having said that, we have to talk about when the event shop is going to end. Now, there is a little bit of confusion here, and I'm going to start this confusion. I'm going to try and clarify this confusion because, to be honest, guys, I was a little confused myself. So if we're going to go over here first to right here. Wait, is this going to work? Yes, it is. Okay. So if we go right here to the Save the World Home Base status report, in the Save the World Home Base status report, if we scroll all the way down to right here, let's see Dennis Jr. Dennis Jr. will be here available from August 7th until September 4th. Now, September 4th is a Friday. Now, there has been a little bit of confusion going around because Ventures is apparently scheduled to end on the 8th. Now let me show you guys what this means. If we go over here to Reddit, there is a post where Magist, who is a community, I think he's community manager for between Save the World and the community. He did post here, I'll bring this up to the team. I definitely think there should be visible indication of how much time is left, which is something that we've been asking for a long time, like a very long time. We've been saying, you know what, it'd be wonderful if we just had, we've had it too. We've had it in the past. A little countdown here so we know exactly when these event items are going to end. And he did say there how much time is left. September 4th, and then it was crossed out. 8th is currently the end date for Venture Season 1. Now, we're going to talk about the whole Venture Season 1 thing because that kind of made my brain hurt a little bit. And then he did say after, update may a slight update to the end date, things have slightly shifted. So, things have slightly shifted for Ventures. A lot of people have been saying, oh, that means that this is not going to reset. The event shop won't reset until the 8th. And I don't believe that to be the case because we do know that our event shops are resetting on Fridays, or I guess they're updating and resetting on Fridays. So if we look at it from that point of view, September 4th is a Friday. The next Friday after that would be September 11th. But I don't think they're going to push it all the way to September 11th. To be honest, I think we're going to see a event shop update or a reset on September 4th. And even though Ventures is scheduled to end on September 8th, which is a Tuesday, and maybe that might be the big patch update day. Just to be safe, I'm going to be recommending that you guys go ahead and purchase as much all the things you can here before September 4th. Now, just to be sure of that, the week before that, so probably the last week of August, I'm going to be doing a video talking about the event shop. I've done that for the past couple of seasons, past couple of versions. I do a must-have video of everything I recommend to get in the event shop, and then I categorize it and I rate it from the most important that I think down to the last one. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of you guys already know that the most important one is going to be Pale Luna. Of course, she is the greatest thing out of here. But anyway, we'll talk about that more in the future. So obviously, Copper Surround Pound is the one that I would recommend to get right now. If you can get Dennis Jr. 2, definitely get him because you are going to be unlocking that Totally Rocking Out, which it's very nice if you're going to be using it. And again, it is very, very, it's a wonderful team perk to use. Totally Rocking Out, you can use it multiple different ways, and you can garner yourself massive amount of damage if you're constantly triggering it, because you're going to have that guaranteed crit. So you can build setups, you can build weapons and schematics with no crit rating, just crit, all gas, no break. So if you want to do that, you can build some amazing schematics with only crit ratings and crit rating and rate of fire. If you do that, excuse me, I'm dying here. If you do that, it can be massively amazing. It can be absolutely incredible. So crit rating, rate of fire, if you do that and you have Totally Rocking Out, you can do some amazing setups. But like I said, firstly, for me, it's not my specific game style, although every once in a while I do take a look at it and I'm like, ooh, that's really fun to do. But then you'd have to have a whole other schematic just built for that. So it can get a little crazy. It can get a little hectic. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys, for that. The last thing I want to talk about is going to be both the crack shot hitting the road. Of course, we have a new crack shot. Don't forget, this one is going to be crack shot, or sorry, new hit the road. And in this one, we're going to escort crack shot for the Copper Dessa Blaster. Now, the Dessa Blaster, a lot of people don't. A lot of people like it. Personally, for me, it's not a weapon that I am super hyped about. I have mine in crit rating, double crit damage, energy, and reload speed. I'm gonna have to take a look at it again. Actually, I think I want to take a look at it. I think I want to take another look at it because I can't change the perks on it. I might make it physical or maybe a different attribute, and I might even take a look at it to see if I can change things here because so we do have a replacement now. Hitting an enemy with weapons has a small chance to cause it and nearby enemies to dance and take fire affliction for a short duration. Does not affect enemies have recently been dancing. And the one I have now is Eliminating an enemy with this weapon causes nearby enemies to dance for a short duration. Wow, so you can actually put this one where hitting an enemy has a small chance to cause it and nearby enemies to dance. Interesting. So, I mean, it's still a pretty powerful weapon. But anyway, we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to take a closer look at it because I really do want to see if it's worth using now with all the changes we have. I think we can probably do a rate of fire in it now. Can we? No, it doesn't have a potential rate of fire. But yeah, I think the way I have it built is already good enough. Maybe I could take away the reload speed and put another critical rating on it. Double crit rating, double crit damage. We could try that, but we'll have to try it out. Maybe make it physical too. That'd be very interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Like I said, the last thing is the Road Ventures. I personally have not really pushed Ventures yet. I am going to start pushing Ventures next week. If you guys want to come to the stream and help me out, we're going to be grinding Ventures because I do want to get to level 50. And now that we do know that Ventures is ending, or like they said, Ventures Season 1, which is very, very interesting to me that we are in version 4.13, Ventures Season 1. So Ventures are going to have their own seasons. I still have a lot of thoughts about Ventures, and I do want to make a video talking about them. I just want to work a little bit of Ventures first and give a little bit more of an informed opinion about it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic, wonderful, awesome day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.